In the early days of this YouTube channel, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I don't even know why I started this channel. I started this channel as a hobby because I screwed up in a different business. And so I started this channel as a hobby, talking about business ideas and how to build a business that way you don't get screwed over. And then I ran out of content for a little while because I was so busy doing other things. So I started making videos about successful people. I made videos about how Kobe Bryant had an amazing mindset, about how Steve Harvey became Steve Harvey, about Kim Kardashian. And then I got bored of that stuff, and then I started making other videos. I said, maybe I'll talk about financial education. Then I started talking about financial education. Then I started talking more about investing, and I really enjoyed that more. And then things changed in 2020. I started talking about the financial news, and that was a trigger for me to start Market Briefs. And then Market Briefs started to grow, and then Market Briefs was then a trigger for me to then start Business Briefs. And so everything builds on top of one another. But if you're just sitting there on your butt, watching TV, not doing anything, thinking, oh man, it's a good idea, but this is wrong, that's wrong, you're not gonna get anywhere. You gotta actually make progress, you gotta do something, and then when you realize that it's not a good idea, you're gonna start learning more things, you're gonna be more skilled, more aware, and you're gonna be more understanding of what needs to be done because you have to just start. And as you start, you're gonna make mistakes. Most people don't hit their jackpot on their first try. They got to do things, and each time you're learning. Your skills are compounding, your mindset is compounding, you learn how to compound your drive because the hours that I work today are not as much as the hours that I worked when I was 19 years old. But the impact that I have for every hour that I work is significantly more because now not only am I able to put my work into it, I have a team of people that I can put to work, I have my money that I can put to work, so you're compounding your skills, you're compounding your ability, you're compounding your mindset. You know, the bigger you get, the more success you achieve, the more opportunities that you see, and you see how more success is possible. So your mindset begins to grow, your skills begin to grow, and along with that, you learn how to impact and grow your drive, not just by putting in more hours, but learning how to be more efficient and how to get more things done by building a team, using your capital, and that way you can actually grow everything. But you can't get there unless you start doing something. Fourth, you got to focus in on one thing. We all know that saying that millionaires have at least 7 streams of income or something like that. But what's never told in that saying is that a millionaire didn't become a millionaire because they had 7 streams of income. They became a millionaire because they had one good stream of income. And then after they became a millionaire, they started diversifying. And then they created a second stream of income, and then a third, and then a fourth, and then a fifth, and then a sixth, and a seventh. And it's much easier to do that once you have built one solid cash flow stream, one solid stream of money. That way now you can use this money and reinvest it into other things. But until you have built that one thing, you can't create all these other things. Because now if you try to build a YouTube channel, but at the same time, you're trying to build an Amazon store that's unrelated to your YouTube channel. And at the same time, you're trying to build this digital marketing agency. And at the same time, you're trying to do something else. You're never going to get anywhere because your attention, your time, your effort, your money, your brain capacity is going everywhere. You can scale once you build one. Like now, we've been able to grow our brand and our team to do many more things. I have my YouTube channel, I have market briefs, I have business briefs, we're working on building a consulting force, we're working on building a tax firm. I can do all these things now because I have teams, I have people that can manage different parts of different businesses. But if I tried to do all of these different things right now, I would get nowhere. And I can tell you this because I've been there and I've done that. I've tried doing a whole bunch of things at one time. I've tried doing my Amazon store or my event planning company while trying to figure out how to do real estate wholesaling. And I was able to see some success, but none of them really go anywhere until you double down, you focus on one thing, and you make one thing successful. You take one thing to $1 million a year. And now you can start taking the income that you have and you can start reinvesting into the second, the third, the fourth. But you have to build that one thing first. You got to build that cash cow. You got to build that one cash flow producing machine. That way you have a solid stream of income that you can reinvest, build your team, build your staff, and grow your force. But you got to have that one thing first. And number 5, which is one of the most overlooked for people that make money, is to reinvest back in the business. And you see this a lot with people who are high income salespeople, people who start their first business, people who make a lot of money on the internet, people who just start to make a lot of money for the first time. You want to start living a lifestyle based off of the higher income. You made $30,000 in a month for the first time ever. What are you going to do with this $30,000? You go on a vacation, you get yourself a new car, and you get yourself a new watch. Well, now you have no money, but you're are working to build the business, so hopefully you get another $30,000 next month, and then you keep living large. But now what you're doing is you're sucking the lifeblood out of your business. You're sucking the lifeblood out of you. Even if you don't have a business, you're sucking the lifeblood, because that cash flow is the lifeblood for your financial success. And if you take that cash out and you start buying liabilities, the vacations, the cars, the nice clothes, the watches, well, now your business has less blood to regrow and build more and build upon that. And this is where you got to understand, what type of lifestyle do you want to live? And you see this a lot with YouTubers, and this might be one of the easiest examples to give. Because if you started a YouTube channel, it's going to take you some time to make some money, and maybe your channel takes off. And now you're doing $10,000 a month, you're doing $20,000 a month, and you feel great. You're making 20 grand a month from your YouTube channel, which is a lot of money, and now you start living off that 20 grand a month. You start having a better apartment, you drive a better car, you have better restaurants that you're going to, you're going on more vacations, and you're spending this 20 grand a month. But what you forget is you're just one paycheck away from being broke. Because if something happens to the YouTube algorithm, something happens to your YouTube channel, the income goes away, well, now you have nothing. And you have all these expenses, you have all these liabilities, you have all these bills to pay, but now the income has gone away. And to think that this income won't go away is very foolish, because it doesn't even matter if it's not a YouTube channel. Replace YouTube channel with any business, even if it's your job, it doesn't matter, it's the exact same thing. This is where now you need to be taking the cash and reinvesting as much of it as possible into an asset that will also pay you. That way now you have built this whole stream where now you make money from YouTube, now you're taking this money and you're buying assets with it. That's kind of what I did here at Minority Mindset. I took the money from Minority Mindset, and first I was reinvesting it back into stocks and real estate. But then I decided, you know what, let me reinvest the money back into the business. So then I took the cash and I reinvested it into building Market Briefs. Now Market Briefs is profitable, it's building its own cash flow, and now we're reinvesting the money back into Business Briefs. So building multiple different assets back into the business, that way you can grow your streams of income. But it requires you now to be smart and reinvest that money back into you, back into your business, back into your education. Because if you just take that cash and you just give it away, you go and buy a Rolex, you go and buy a Lamborghini, you go and buy the nice stuff, that money is gone. You're literally just burning the cash, you're giving it away. Yeah, you might have some nice stuff, but first thing you got to do before you make everybody else rich is you got to make yourself wealthy. Because right now, yeah, you made a lot of money, nice. But now you want to take this money and you want to double it, triple it, 5x it, 10x it, 100x it. And once you start doing that, that's when you can start taking a little bit more money off the top and start using it for yourself. But before you start using the money for yourself, you got to make sure you're compounding the money and growing the money. That way you can actually take care of yourself and become wealthy yourself. Now again, if you are a business owner and you want to know what's happening in the business economy and make better business decisions, you can join Business Briefs for free, which is a resource that I created for entrepreneurs. And I got the link for you down in the description below. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.